everyone. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us today. My name is Deborah Bearden, and I am the broker with Global Infinity, representing eESI and their employee benefit offerings. MetLife, along with Global Infinity, have negotiated discounts that eESI want to pass on to you. What I really want to do today is build awareness on the new voluntary products that eESI is offering to you all. So today I'm going to go over several new workplace products. We'll be going over the MetLife voluntary products. MetLife's group insurance program is available to you as a voluntary benefit made available by your employer's affiliation with eESI. As part of the program, you have access to value-added features and benefits on group auto and home, as well as Hyatt Legal Insurance, or MetLaw, pet insurance, critical illness, accident insurance, hospital indemnity, and the EAP, or Employee Assistance Program. As part of your workplace benefits, you could receive hundreds of dollars in savings combined with our special group discounts. The first product that I'm going to go over is the Group Home and Auto. This is a product to take advantage of because many employers don't offer this benefit. It is normally only offered to national companies. The group's auto's advantages are the savings to the members. On average, there's a savings of $500 annually, and eESI can payroll deduct this benefit for you. There are specific discounts for new members, group versus individual plans, payroll deduction discount, and tenure of employment discounts. You're initially going to save 10% from what an individual plan can offer. This is a discount for being on a group plan versus an individual policy, which most of you probably already have. Additionally, you get a 15% discount that's going to be lumped in on top of that new member discount just by being with eESI. You can choose from a variety of insurance policies to meet your coverage needs. Select from a wide range of property and liability protections such as auto, what we just spoke about, the home insurance, boat insurance, condo, recreational vehicles, mobile home, renter's insurance, and motorcycles. Because of the floods and the hurricanes in the Houston and coastal areas, MetLife cannot offer the home insurance in those areas. I would really like to encourage everyone to check your auto insurance premium from time to time to see how much you could save by using this program. The next thing that I'm going to talk about is the legal insurance, or MetLaw. This is personal legal advice, essentially true indemnity legal protection. It is not a copay plan. There are no participation requirements, and there are 13,000 attorneys nationwide. For as little as $16.50 per month, employees have access to legal advice and representation for most personal legal matters that will cover your entire family. This will actually assist you in your time of need outside of three major issues that are not covered, and those are committing a felony, it will not cover that, a divorce, but it will allow the consultation, and then a DWI, but it will cover the reinstatement of a license. And lastly, you cannot sue your employer or eESI. So what does it cover? Some of the matters included are general phone advice and office consultations, wills and estate planning documents, document preparation and review. So for instance, if you're refinancing your home or if you need someone to look over a document on a lease or a renter's agreement, we'll do that. Real estate matters, debt matters, consumer matters, traffic defense. Everyone has dealt with this one. You can simply call it in, fax in the ticket, and an attorney will show up to court for you so you don't have to be present, take off work, and take care of the whole matter for you. It'll also cover juvenile court matters, defense of civil lawsuits, family law, and there are many more covered services as you can see on the screen. The next thing that we're going to talk about is the pet insurance. I'm sure there are pet lovers and owners out there on the call today. These are additional family members that people want to insure. As most of you know, if you own a pet, it is very expensive when they become ill. On average last year, routine and surgical expenses for a cat were $516, and for dogs it was close to $800. The veterinary pet insurance provides benefits for veterinary treatments related to accident and illnesses to your pet, including cancer. This is a group pet insurance product with the freedom to use any vet nationwide. including specialists and emergency providers. The policy covers diagnostic tests, x-rays, prescriptions, hospitalization, and more. You can also add preventive and wellness coverage to the plan for shots for as little as $12 a month. Get a quote on this affordable insurance for your pets. The next thing that we're going to talk about is the accident insurance. Accidents happen. No one can plan for an accident when it does, but you can be prepared financially for one. An average cost to the emergency room currently is approximately $1,300 per visit. Through eESI, you will have a choice of 2 different accident plans that provide coverage for over 150 different covered events or accidents. This coverage helps with additional medical expenses such as deductibles, prescriptions, out-of-network treatments, etc. As you can see, there are 2 different plan offerings to choose from, a high plan and a low plan. MetLife will pay you, the member, this benefit depending on the plan that you choose and the type of accident that you have. There are many injuries, medical treatments, and confinements to the hospital that are covered with this type of insurance. Premium is extremely affordable, and you can get this coverage immediately.
So to give example of how the MetLife accident insurance plan may work, we'll give an example of Kathy's daughter, Molly, plays soccer on a varsity high school team. During a recent game, she collided with an opposing player, was knocked unconscious, and taken to the local emergency room by ambulance for treatment. The ER doctor diagnosed a concussion and a broken tooth. He ordered a CT scan to check for facial fractures too. Since Molly's face was very swollen, Molly was released to her primary care physician for the follow-up treatment, and her dentist repaired her broken tooth with a crown. Depending on her health insurance, Kathy's out-of-pocket costs could run into hundreds of dollars to cover expenses like insurance co-payments and deductibles. MetLife group accident insurance payment can be used to help cover these unexpected costs. So from that example, what you can turn in as far as the covered event would be the ambulance. It would be a $300 benefit. Emergency care would be $100. The physician follow-up, say you go twice, at $75 for each visit, that's a $150 benefit that's reimbursed to you. Medical testing, $200. The concussion, $400. A broken tooth repaired by Crown, $200. So total benefit paid by MetLife Group Accident Insurance will total $1,350 that you can use towards those expenses if you had the MetLife Accident Insurance plan.
Thank you, Nicole. As she said, those are additional checks to help offset the cost of that accident or particular accidents that you might have. So the next thing that we're going to talk about is the critical illness insurance. This is insurance that pays a lump sum payment to you, the member, when you get diagnosed with a serious illness, such as a diagnosis of cancer, heart attack, or stroke. There are also 22 other listed conditions that MetLife will pay for you as well. You will have a choice of a couple of plans, a high plan or a low plan. The lower the premium, the lower the benefit, higher premium, higher benefit, and all employees have their choice of either plan. There is also a wellness benefit, so after 30 days of you being enrolled in the plan, if you go in for a wellness checkup, and there are a number of different wellness checkups that you can actually receive, you can file a claim, and MetLife will provide an annual benefit of $50 on the low plan and $100 per calendar year per member on the high plan, depending on the plan you choose for taking one of the eligible screening prevention measures. So you will essentially see this benefit paying for the premium you pay for on the critical illness policy. Okay, the next thing that we're going to talk about is the hospital indemnity insurance. This again is a lump sum payment paid to you, the member, when you're admitted or confined to a hospital due to an accident or illness. It's going to be a flat benefit paid for admission and a daily amount for each day in the hospital. You'll also have extra benefits if you're confined or admitted into the ICU. In addition to that, you'll also have a wellness benefit associated with this plan. So you could essentially have 2 benefits paid in 1 year if you have both the critical illness and the hospital indemnity. With MetLife, you'll have a choice of 2 comprehensive plans which provide payments to you, the member. Here are just some of the covered benefits and services when an accident or illness puts you in the hospital. Remember, benefits are paid to you, the member. Okay, the next thing that we're going to go over is the EAP, or the Employee Assistance Program. An Employee Assistance Program is a confidential counseling and referral service that assists employees and their immediate family members with behavioral health, well-being, and life issues. The benefits of an EAP to the employee are toll-free telephone assessments and counseling, work and life services, child care, elder care, financial, pre-retirement, legal, and identity theft, along with online member services. You, the member, have 3 to 5 confidential sessions per incident per person with a licensed counselor. All of the coverages I spoke to you about today are paid through convenient payroll deduction. You can see all of the products on the eESI website. Thank you for joining me in this webinar, and now we'll open it up for discussion and questions.
Anybody have any questions?
Does anyone have a question?
Okay, well, we had one question that came in from a client. It said, if I leave the company, can I keep my coverage? So the answer to that is, under certain circumstances, you can take your coverage with you if you leave. You must make a request in writing within a specified period after you leave your employer. You must also continue to pay the premium to keep the coverage in force. Okay, and then we also had another question that came in. Is there a waiting period before my coverage begins? And so the answer is no. Your accident coverage will be in force, and I'm sorry, it was about the accident coverage. So it says your accident coverage will be in force on the effective date of your coverage. There are no waiting periods to satisfy for the accident coverage or for the MetLife critical illness. Okay, so we have a question. How can you enroll online in these benefits? Okay, well, on the screen, if you can see our screen, these are the different websites that you can go to. You can go to our eESI website. You can also go to eBenefits at eesipeo.com, and that information is on there.
You can go to the website, and it will have all of the different areas as to what product, depending on what product that you want to enroll in, it will give you directions on how to enroll within that different product. So if you wanted the auto and home, there is a code that you have to put in when you call the number. That code is B as in boy, 7, A as in apple. If you wanted to enroll in the pet insurance, you would call a 1-800 number that is on the eESI website, and the same for the Hyatt Legal. So any of the products that you want to enroll onto, they will be, or instructions will be there on the eESI website. Any other questions?
There's another question.
Will Aflac continue to be a payroll deduction?
Will Aflac continue and still be a payroll deduction? If you currently have Aflac with us, yes, you can continue with your Aflac plan. But if you want the new critical illness and you want the MetLife accident insurance plan, then you continue on with MetLife. But if you already have your Aflac in place and we're doing the payroll deductions, we will continue those. But if you want to take advantage of these plans, these will be with MetLife. And they can be payroll deducted as well. And so what we're showing you right now on the screen is just, if you go to our website, this is how you would access the information. If you want more information, you can read over it here And then so it's telling you what number you need to call, what code you need to use, depending on what plan you're asking for.
Any other questions? That concludes our webinar for today, but we are going to keep this up so that if any of you need to copy down this information, you'll have the ability to do so. And please remember, everything is payroll deducted, and you can go on to the eESI website to see where you may enroll for those different products. Thank you so much.